Paula from PSE Creations. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Today's video is a flip through of a fall themed junk journal that I just finished. At the end of the video, we will go through this little goodie bag that comes with it, just a few extras that were part of the original book, and a few other little items that are all going to be part of it. So let's go ahead and get through this flip through. I'm very excited for this one. I think this is maybe my second fall journal that I've ever made. I think. I could be wrong. I never remember. But this is the first of this year, 2025. And I had so much fun. I found these books that are taller and thinner. They were in my previous video, if you saw that haul number 6, I can link that up here if you're interested in seeing it. It's just a quick video of a few items that I picked up, and some of those items were these books in this series. So the book measures 9 inches by 4.5. It is a hardback, and I kept the front. I created a brand new spine to it, 2-inch spine. I used some muslin, and I stamped on the muslin some leaves, and then the back of the journal just remained as is. The tie itself is removable, and it's just some vintage yarn, fuzzy yarn, that has, in my opinion, all the fall colors, and some, because there is purple in there. I don't know if purple's really fall, but I thought it went well. I also did add this little leaf here that I picked from my backyard. It is laminated. It's on a bull pin with a little eyelet right here. You can remove it. And then I also have these words that I stamped, and then I also laminated them, and it says dreams and wishes. So again, that is removable. You can see the cover. Why do leaves change color? A Just Ask book. So Nicholas, who is this guy right here, Christopher, he is the main character of the book. Now, I did not keep all the pages in order because of how they were bound in the book, but I did use them. You'll see how. So the first way that I used them, it is 2 signatures, and the number of pages I will leave down in the description, because I believe I have about 15 plus pages, and then multiply 4 times from back 2 signatures. You know how that goes. So the front cover and the back inside cover were just blank white. So what I did was I took book pages and I cut them to fit, and then I just glued them on the back cover and the front cover. So this was, I believe, the first look at the leaves. Something has happened. The leaves aren't green anymore. They are changing colors. So these were pages from the book, and I just thought that they went well there. So we have a number of different vintage books, pages, as well as avocado dyed, tea dyed, and coffee dyed paper. So yeah, we have some washi tape here. This is I think it's a Mother Goose rhyme book page. I just loved the foliage there, the flowers here, and this was Jack and Jill, just so happened. This is typewriter paper that's been coffee dyed. This is from another Mother Goose book as well. I think it was Mother Goose. Hold on, I can tell you. Oh, Nursery Rhymes and Songs. And again, I liked the color orange to go with this book, and some tree leaves right here. So, and then you had blue on this side. So this is another book page that what I did was I sewed it onto a vintage dictionary page and made it into a little pocket. And this is just a little journaling card. I did some stamping, sewed around, and there is some washi tape, and I used a recycled food container for that. Lined paper. This is some lace that's been added to this. This is like a floral book page. A reproduction invoice. This is just a colored yellow page, blank. Lots of writing room. You know, that's my my go-to in a lot of my journals, if not all. This is another page from the book that I just cut down and made into a pocket. This is a vintage time card. that I just added some stamps and some fabric at the top, sewed the fabric at the top on. That's on a vintage music sheet, more typewriter paper. This is from another vintage floral book. This was the top part of this right here, and it had the birds in the trees. So I thought, well, let's make a little pocket. And this is just a I think it's 1990s little flashcard. I thought the yellow wagon went well. There was none that had like florals on them. So, and this is a 1930s, I believe, dictionary page. On this side of the page, I did some decoupage with the white of a napkin, and then I did some stamping. This is a modern ledger page. This is a kids dictionary page. I think it's a kids from the 70s. Oh no, Webster's Elementary Dictionary page from the 70s, and just a little bit of washi tape. This is a National Geographic's map. Just flips out. Lined. Sorry, just green colored paper. And then this is from I think it was a bird magazine or a floral magazine. A little bit glossy, right? But what I did was I added these as pockets, and these are pages from the book. I just left them as is. You can back them if you'd like and make them journaling cards, but I figured I left them as it is. And the center pearl of the garden, it's a sunflower with the butterfly. So I just thought the idea of having this in the center with these see-through pockets was perfect. And then when you take these out of the pocket, it's still a beautiful image. So that's the center. So we continue on. Map. Just a little fabric tab right here. Here's the other side of the stenciling. Some vintage lace sewn on there. A little bit of washi tape. This is an old Royal Baking Powder Company. 1815 New York, December 27th. So I believe it's a check. It's just paper clipped on. This is the music sheet, so it's just paper clipped on. I just have it paper clipped on two sides because it is a longer one. So a little bit of vintage ephemera. Like I said, plenty of room. Here I did a fabric flip. It is sewn on, and then some vintage trim lace at the top. Okay, and then we get into the second signature, and here you can see again I did the stamping on the what did I say this was? I already forgot what I said it was. Oh, I can't remember. But you know what I'm talking about, that I used for the spine, the fabric. Muslin. Okay, so then I took another page here of the book and I made it into a pocket, sewed all the way around, and again just another use some food container to make a journaling card. It fits right into that pocket there. We have some of that green paper. Here is just a doily. I doubled it up. I sewed the bottom portion of it just to secure it a little bit. I stamped a leaf on there. And then this is a vintage subtraction flashcard. I just glued one of these little sunflowers, and this is it's on with double-sided tape. It's a leaf that I picked from my backyard and then I laminated. This is a page from another floral book. This is from Pago. It's a comic strip book from 1959, and it's just a page from that. This is a different reproduction invoice. Here's more of that lace. This is not vintage lace, but it is sewn onto this dictionary page here. Typewriter paper, just a little paper tab here that says fall on a French dictionary page. Beautiful floral book. This is actually the bird book. Yeah, bird book. And then here's another page of the vintage map. On this page here, I just did a little bit of stenciling. And this is from the rhyme book. This is the front. I just thought it was nice. It was great green. You have the leaves, the birds. Here is that white vintage lace that I had on that, but I just used my Tim Holtz Oxide, and it's orange now because I used the orange one. A little bit more stenciling here. Here is just colored yellow paper, the map page, lined green dyed paper. Here is another, oh, I forgot to put something in here. Okay, so I will have to put something in, but this is another book page that I sewed onto the magazine page, or the book page, the bird book page. So I will put something in this pocket. Again, it's all the way sewn around. Here's a fabric ruffle, vintage fabric. And a little bit of washi tape, and lots of room in here for you to still be very creative. And of course, none of my books would be a book if I didn't have a mailer, junk mailer pocket. So here I decoupaged a fall napkin that I had. I just thought it was great. I did mess up a little bit right here where some of the napkin lifted, and I didn't like how that looked. So I just did a stamp on a scrap piece of coffee dyed paper that I had and covered it. And then I just took a book page. I wonder, why do leaves change colors? And so that's our Christopher there. And I just backed it on, made it a tag, a large tag, and it's on a food container. And that's the end. That's the end of the journal. I absolutely had a blast making this. So let's go through really quick and check out the goodie bag that will come with it. Okay, so in the extra pack, you will get this brown bag that just has a little leaf stamp on there. You'll get some of the yarn, 2 pieces, one shorter than the other. These would be great to put on paper clips, or one you can do like on the side of a page. Actually, side of 2 pages you should have enough for. You'll have a guest check that's been tea dyed with, again, a stamp of a leaf, a vintage Yahtzee scorecard, 2 Kodak excuse me, slides. You have some vintage stamps, a vintage plain card. Yeah, I'm not sure what year that is, but I'm gonna assume it's vintage. If it's not, correct me if I'm wrong. This is just a cardstock. I think you can make it into a tag or something else. And then these are the additional pages that were part of the book. So these would be great for you to make more journaling cards if you wanted to. You can definitely fussy cut the images, but honestly, the whole image, like the whole thing, just is gorgeous. Like, this would be perfect for a journaling card. I would back this with something, or add this to a food container. Just add this to the top of the food container, glue it on. I would sew just because I like sewing around it. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I hope you're getting into the fall season. And let me know if you liked this journal. Let me know if you make fall journals at all, or if you like to journal in them. And this one will be available on my website, which will be down here somewhere if you are interested, or you can message me on Instagram or whatnot, and let me know if you want to reserve it. But thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the flip through. Hopefully it gave you some idea, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. Bye guys.